welcome to Puzzle Master. Today I'm going to be showing you the solution for the Hanyama sliders puzzle, which means I'm going to show you the one slick, very nice twisting move that then allows those pieces to all slide apart, and then the relatively straightforward way of putting them back together. Now the sliders puzzle is a level 3 out of a possible 6 on the Hanayama difficulty scale and is a level 7 out of a possible 10 on our own Puzzle Master difficulty scale. Now if you haven't got the sliders puzzle for yourself already, then check out our website puzzlemaster.ca, and without further ado, let's crack on with the solution. Okay, so here's a fully assembled slider puzzle in its original position, and for orientation wise we want these two sort of knobbly bits, top right and bottom left, as opposed to being this way around and as opposed to being this way around, so we shouldn't be able to see the start of those straight lines of that middle piece. So we're in this position and we're going to slightly unlock the actual sliding mechanism, if you like, by turning that middle piece anti-clockwise slightly, and then from there we'll be able to slide each piece apart. Now what we don't want to do is we don't want to come all the way off with these pieces. We want to come to a point where we're about a centimetre inside that middle piece, and it has to be exactly the same on both sides. And this is the only sort of tricky part that you're going to have to play around with. So once we're in around this position here, we've got a centimetre gap here, we've got a centimetre gap here. There is going to be a point at which we can then turn that middle piece anti-clockwise, and if you don't find it straight away, then just play around with moving each piece. But there's going to be a point where you'll be able to keep turning it anti-clockwise, and it'll get to a point where we unlock the puzzle from there, just like that. And putting the slider puzzle back together is actually a really simple process once you've got these three pieces in the right positions. So for this piece, we want it as if it is resembling the letter S. We're just going to lay it down on the floor, on the mat, whatever it is you are using. Then we're going to take one piece, we're going to use the side that it says slider on, and we're going to slide it into this position here. Obviously this knobbly bit in the middle is going to stop us from going any further, and we are going to leave it there. Then we're going to take this piece, we're going to use the bit that says Hanyama on it, but we want the Hanayama engraving to be upside down. And then we're going to do the exact opposite / the same on this side, and we're going to slide it in until it hits that peg in the middle and it can't go any further. And from here, all we're going to then do is grab each of those pieces and we're going to slide them down into this position until we line up this straight line here and this straight line here. So we start here, we turn them into this position, and once we're here, we can go over the top of that peg here with this position, and underneath it'll replicate exactly the same thing. And all we have to then do is push those two pieces together. We can turn that middle piece clockwise to lock it back into position, and we have reassembled the slider puzzle. So there is the solution for the Hanyama sliders puzzle. It can be quite tricky getting that point at which you are able to turn anti-clockwise that middle piece. Getting the sliding pieces in the right position can be tricky, so just play around with it. You might get to a point where you do it and it immediately turns and you slide it apart and you think, how did I ever not get to this point before? But then you also, on the flip side of that, you might get to that point and never be able to twist it because it's not quite in the right position for both of those sliding positions to allow that middle piece to turn. If that is the case, just keep trying, keep tweaking it millimetre by millimetre until you find that part that allows you to turn it all the way around and then separate those three pieces all in one go. Now hopefully this has helped you solve the sliders puzzle for yourself. If you want to pick up more puzzles just like the sliders puzzle, then check out our website puzzlemaster.ca, where we have the largest variety of puzzles on the internet in the world. And until next time, I will see you later.